Oh, sorry. My bad, actually, the mic was turned off. I don't know because I was streaming something else and then I turned off the mic and I forgot to add the mic. But once again, I would like to request, if you have not subscribed to YouTube channel, then subscribe, and if you have not liked the Facebook page, then please like, so that you can get the updates as soon as I release it. I have set up an React app. Let me quickly check if the okay, great, it is working now. Perfect. So I have installed the React DOM router, and let's get started. So first of all, today we will design this nice UI, that is a nice header, a category bar which we can click and expand, of course, and we have this nice search a banner, and we have an advertisement from the Google, and we have all these featured blocks, we have recommendations blocks, and we have load more, another ad, and we have a footer to which includes the links to the App Store and the Google Play link. And we have another footer that includes the popular categories, trending searches, about, and other links to the download app. And we have locations and the other versions of this OLX. If you see on the bottom left corner, you can see it has other countries like South Africa, Indonesia, and all that. Perfect. So let's get started. So I'll quickly go back inside the app and just remove all this thing, and let's import. Just remove that. I don't need this one. So let's import browser router, route, and links. Oh, sorry, link from React DOM, React router DOM, actually. Perfect. So let's go inside and let's create a browser router. By the way, if you are following my other tutorial, that is from the Google Meetup and Zoom Clone, I will actually have decided to keep that tutorial 2 days a week, and I will schedule a couple of more courses to run these courses parallel. And hey, Kashi King, hello, how are you? I just saw the chat, by the way. Okay, so now I need to add the route, and the route will include the default slash page, and actually the path equals, and we need a component, of course, and we will add it shortly. So let's create a component inside the comps. By the way, I have created this folder myself, and it is not created by default. So inside the comps, let's create a new file and call it home.js, and let's create I guess I have not installed the React extension, so that we can just type the RNC and it will auto complete or auto generate the React template for us. Okay, so let's quickly create import React from React, and let's create a function component and call it home page or whatever. Let's call it home page for now, and I'll simply return a couple of things like a div. Let's give it a class name of home page. Perfect. And I am thinking if I can create like a separate props.css this time, because the other course that is regarding the Google Meet clone, like if you can see these two videos from my channel, and let's create that. So let's go inside the source and create a props.css. We will create this nice template like props and app.cs and all that, and we will just use all these as a template in other upcoming projects, so that we should not just keep regenerating the same code again and again, and it is boring, you know. So let's go inside the home.js and let's save it and import home page from comps and home. Perfect. But as you can see, we have a slight error, like it says it should be non-empty, and if I just add home page right here, it will give us another error, of course, and it says it is not actually exported. So let's go export default and home page. Hey Gaurav Nanvani, how are you? And let's save it. Yeah, here we go. Now I need to change the title once again. Let's call it OLX buy and sell for free anywhere. OLX. Let's use OLX for now. Great. Now let's go back inside the app, and we have home page, and we need one more component, and let's call it header.js, and let's quickly copy and paste inside and just rename to header. By the way, I have to just install React snippet because I don't want to keep copying and pasting, and it says actually, yeah, RCC. Perfect. So it says it is already installed there. Let me cut an RCC. Yeah, perfect. Just remove it because we need a function component. So function header, and we don't need the render thing, and I guess I have to create the one of React supported extension myself for me, of course. So let's export default header, and there is some error right here. So let's create a div class name equals header, give it a class name of fixed, and of course we need to add an image, or maybe I will add a flex class. And by the way, let's go back inside the props. Let's just remove it and keep right here, and go back and use the app.css and just remove all these things. So we need to create yeah, Nanvani, of course I am I'm planning to just keep coming with an course lecture daily, and I don't know if I can continue, but well, for now I will stream daily, of course. Thank you, by the way, for following. And let's create body, and we need to create h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, and we will add a margin to 0 pixels and padding to 0 pixels and font weight to normal, and we will use font size of 14 pixels, and let's save it. Now we need to create a couple of classes real quickly. Fixed will be for position, fixed, not relative, and just reduce the space because we don't need to keep the formatting right here. So let's add the rel class and give it position relative, and abs for position absolute, and let's add one more class to sticky, and position will be sticky, of course. So let's save, and we are good to go for now. And inside the app we will add header. Let's save it, and inside app we need to import header from comps and header, and we will just add header right here. Save, and inside the header we will add an image. Source will be, by the way, I have already downloaded the OLX logo inside my UI folder. And hey, silent programmer, how are you? And let's add require, and for require I will simply add /UI, and we will add logo. What was the name? OLX logo, sorry, OLX. Oops, let's just remove and keep olx.logo.svg. And for now it is good. If I go inside and check if it is working or not, let's go inside. What is the issue actually? If I inspect and go inside static media, why it is called media, image source, if I can just change its URL again, .ui. Hey, silent programmer, of course I'm going to continue the Udemy clone series. Actually I'm resuming this stream thing, and because I was busy in some project and I am kind of free now, so I have resumed the streaming. So stay tuned, by the way, and stay connected. Require, why it is not working, by the way, UI and olx.logo.svg. Okay, the Amdi Jahid says when will next part will come, brother? Soon I will add it. Just hold on. Okay, sorry, I was busy somewhere. Okay, let's continue. Now there is some issue with our logo, so if I can just import logo from UI and logo, I guess I need to change the name. Let's rename it to OLX logo, and let's go back and just type again UI logo. Why logo is OLX logo? I guess we should just create the PNG image instead of just SVG. And let's go inside file, and I have just created a thumbnail, so just copy from right here and just change its color to something like 1C is good, and just save. Let's export, save for web, and just paste inside the OLX source UI and just change it to logo. Now if we can import it properly, like UI logo .png, save, and here we go, we have correctly imported our logo. So I need to create this header right here, so let's inspect and click header, and for header we will just add top 0 pixels, left 0 pixels, right 0 pixels, and height will be something like 70 pixels. Let's add a z-index to 99, or maybe 9 is enough, and we will add background of hash f1, f1, and f1, and let's add a box shadow because the OLX original header has a slight box shadow. And let's add the box shadow 0 pixels, 2 pixels, 2 pixels hash 000, and change its color to a lighter one. Yeah, perfect. Now we need to copy and save inside the app.css, and for header we have a logo. Let's go inside the header and let's use a div class name equals logo, and inside the logo we will select the image and give it a width of 100%, save. And I forgot to add the flex class, so let's go inside the props and let's add flex. Will be display flex, and for AIC let's use align items to center and let's save it. And for other thing we need this location thing, so let's go inside and let's create a div class name equals location, and location will have couple of icons which I will use from the ICOMon, of course. Let's quickly search for search and let's use this icon, and we need a chevron and chevron down. Okay, what else we need? We need search and we need a plus. Let's search for add. By the way, I'm using the Lindua premium icon set from ICOMon. You can just go and buy it, or you can use a free icon set, of course, so it is up to you. So let's create click on generate font and enable quick usage so that we can just keep using, just remove it, keep using the temporary link, and we can change it as we need it. So inside the public index.html, just add the link, and for header we will add div class name icon search if, and we will add h2 class name equals, and class name will be label, and let's use Pakistan for now. And we need to check if it is yeah, it is a button, of course. So you can see it is an input, we don't need the h2, and we will add a placeholder of your location. We will add the auto pick location, that is the browser location right here, later when we are done with the UI, but for now just hard code the value to Pakistan. And after that we need to add a button, and the button will be icon chevron down. Perfect. And now we need a search box, so let's quickly add div class name equals search, and we need to add a flex and AIC right here. Let's add AIC right here, and for flex search we need input type equals text, and value is let's just no need, let's add a placeholder and call it search. Oh sorry, it says find cars, mobile phones and more, so we will add find cars, mobile phones and more, and we will add a class name of query, and we need a button, just copy and paste right here, and we will add a search right here. So let's save, and What else we need? We need a couple of buttons, so let's add a div class name equals actions, and we need flex ASC as well, and we will add a couple of buttons. I need to add a link right here. Sorry. It will have a div class name equals icon and the plus icon plus, and after that we need to add h2 class name equals and just add cell. Okay, now we need to add the fonts. Go inside the fonts.google.com and just remove the varilla round, and instead just go inside Google Fonts and search for sans serif. Or maybe open sans. Oh, what I am searching? Oh, sorry, we need to search right here. What is wrong with my mouse? Open sans. Here we go. Now click, and here is the open, and let's click select this style, and we need regular, we need the bold one, and I guess this is it for now. Yeah, okay, now let's go inside the embed and quickly copy and paste inside the index.html and save. We need to create a couple of more classes, and let's call it font family open sans, and font weight is normal. We have font L, and it will have font weight to 300, and for font B we will use font weight of 700. And let's create a B class, and it will have font weight to bold if we need it in case. So let's save. And now if I go sorry, we need to create a couple of more classes for sizes. So let's create .s12 for font size 12 pixels, and we need to duplicate a couple of times, and let's add is 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, and 20, 22, 24, and 30. So change right here 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, and 30. 30 is good. Let's save and go inside the header. Let's add is 15 font, and yeah, so now we are good to go. Let's go inside the app.css, and inside the app.css let's go. Great, now let's add the header, location, and inside the location we have ICO, and we need to select the label, and don't forget to add S15 and font. And we have chevron, let's call it arrow. Next we have search, and for search we will add query, and let's quickly add the font and S15. And now we have the button, and let's add go. We need to add go hover, and now we need to add actions. And for action it is sell, and we need to add a link to will be account sign in, and class name will be font, let's use font B, and S15. So let's save. We need to create one more class, that is no UL. It will have text decoration none, and we will add no ULH, and it is actually no underline and no underline hover. And for hover we will add text decoration to underline. Let's save. Now let's go, and inside the actions we have sell, and we have sell hover, and for link we will use the anchor. Let's save. We need to create one more class inside the app, and let's call it color. It will be the theme color we will be using. So let's save and go inside our app and just reload. It says link is not defined. Of course link is not defined. We need to import link from React router, DOM, and save. Here we go. Now we have all these divs inside our header, and now let's start with logo, and logo will be width of 50 pixels. Perfect. Now let's start and save inside the logo. And we have flex, and we need to import the props and save. Here we go. Now we have nice and clean header. You can see the default width is not actually full screen, and we need to somehow create a wrapper. So instead of just creating a wrapper to keep things center, just add header and add a padding of 0 pixels and 20%, or maybe 25 if you need more, but you can see it has 20, and or maybe 18 is good. So let's copy and paste inside the app.css header and save. Oh, and save. Perfect. Now we need to select the logo, and we will add margin right to 20 pixels. Perfect. And let's save. And we need to select the location, and for location we will create this block. So let's, oh, what I have missed, location. Oh, sorry, we need to give a space right here and save. And now if I go inside the inspector, and I have location, flex and AIC. Perfect. Now select the location and add background white, and border should be 2 pixels 333 solid, and border radius should be 5 pixels, and just keep it for now. We will change later. Go inside the app.css and save. Now we need to select the div and add a font size of is24. Perfect. Now let's go inside and add is24. And for ICO, I'll add a padding of 10 pixels. Now we need to change the input, and I will use flex 1. Oh, sorry, that is label. And border, or before removing the border, let's add a padding, and I guess we should use font size of 18 or maybe 16. Perfect. And now we need to remove the border 0 pixels and just save its CSS. Now there is a problem. If I just click inside the input, it is creating its default border or outline. We need to remove this thing. So let's add input button, select text area, outline to none, save. And here we go, we don't have any outline now. So let's create this chevron now. So header, and we need to select and add is24 as well. Now I need to add flex of 1, and let's add padding of 10 pixels, and border should be 0 pixels. And for a background we need to add FFF. Perfect. Now save and paste inside app. Perfect. Now we need to create this search thing, and we will simply copy from location and paste for search, and we will use flex 2 to keep most of this space, and just add a margin of 0 pixels and 20 pixels from the both sides, and let's copy and paste inside this search. Perfect. Now I need to select the input, just copy and paste inside search input, sorry, right here. And we need to remove, or maybe just keep it this way. Yeah, for now I guess it is good. So let's copy and paste inside the query. Now we need to select the button for chevron, and I will just copy and paste the go, and I guess we should add S24 as well right here. S24, let's see. Perfect. Now I need to select this CSS from the arrow and paste inside the go. And I need to change the flex max width to 60 pixels. And you can see we have this nice background. So I guess we should just copy the color. And instead of just using this C33, just use this nice color. And width should be 50. Just copy and paste for the go. Flex one, and we will just use this color to search, and location border as well, and we will use inside the color as well. Save, and if I go inside the header and we need to add the color, let's add CFF and quickly create these colors. So CFF color -FFFF and save. Perfect. Now we have the header ready, and we need to add these actions. So let's go inside the cell, add flex AIC, and for plus let's use S24. The reason I'm using the S24 size because the Lindua icon set is 24 pixels grid base, so you can just use from 24 onwards, like 26, 28, 30, and it will work perfectly out of the box. So let's save and select the cell, and why not just quickly copy and paste the button, and we will use 120 pixels, and for the actions we will add flex of 1, and max width should be 200 pixels, and align items right, oh sorry, flex end, and justify collect content to flex end as well. Let's copy and paste and save inside the actions right here. Now I need to again copy and paste for the cell, and I'll use width and text align center and justify content to center, or maybe okay. One more thing I need to add is color, and I'll use background of white, and border radius should be blue, oh sorry, 30 pixels, and border will be 3 pixels blue solid. Actually the OLX is using this SVG background, and we will use simple blue border, and it has a nice box shadow. So let's add, but before adding just reduce the padding 12 pixels, and just remove the flex and use padding instead. Perfect. Let's add a box shadow of 0 pixels, 2 pixels, 2 pixels, #CCC. And if we can change its color, and we can of course increase the Y position. So let's copy. Sorry, we need to change the color more like, what should we use? Well, let's use this orange for now. So let's copy and paste inside this cell. And for icon, I will add margin right to 10 pixels. If I can go inside the header and just add ICO, and for ICO I will add margin right to 10 pixels, save, and here we go. Now I need to add font B instead of just a normal weight, and it will work perfectly. And I need to add maybe like 18. I guess 18 is good. And for margin, let's use 6. Perfect. Now we need to change for this sign in, and I will just copy and paste for sign in. But I don't need this border, and we don't need like what we need, don't need, just remove the box shadow. We don't need the background, we don't need border radius, and we don't need the padding. We will just use margin to 0 pixels, 0 pixels, 0 pixels, and I will add 10 and 20 and 10. Perfect. Let's copy and paste inside the anchor, and I will use just color class instead. So let's add no UL H and no UL, oh sorry, no UL, and let's use 16, and let's use color right here and here, save, and here we are. We have this nice sign in, and we have the button. We need to add button, and a cursor should be pointer, so that we can just mouse over any button and it just keep a pointer mouse. So I guess we are done with our header, and we need to continue to our subheader right here. So let's go inside the header and create one more class, react.fragment, and we will add one more header, and I will use hnave for this thing and flex AIC, and I will use a navigation, that is button class name equals view kticks cats and flex AIC, and we need to add the chevron thing, so I guess we should just copy from here to here. And I will use h2 and just use all categories, and the font will be simple font. Let's choose a color, or maybe just use color right here. And we need the navigation, so let's quickly create a list. Const nav equals, and we will add label, and label will be mobile phones, and let's keep ID 1 for now. And let's quickly copy a couple of more times, and we need to add cars, motorcycles, and we need to add houses, TV, video and audio, sorry, video, audio. And now we need to add tablets and LAN and plots. Great. Just quickly change ID to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We will be adding all these categories inside our database. We will connect later, but for now just keep it. And now we need to add nav.map, and we will map through this ID and label, and just add item, and we will return link, and 2 will be hash for now, and or maybe we can use browse plus item.id, and we will use item.label. And for class, we will add class name equals no UL, no ULH, color, font is 15. Perfect. Let's save. And if I quickly go inside app.css and quickly copy and paste right here and call it hnav, and top should be 80 pixels because our default header is 70 pixels, my bad. 70 pixels left, right, and height will be 40, I guess. ZNX is 8 because we need to keep it below the header, because we need to keep its box shadow, and the box shadow is good, and padding is good as well. So let's save, and we have these all category thing right here, and we need to change view cats. So let's select hnav and hover.ico, if we can recall it. Arrow, actually it is arrow, not ICO. And we have hnav anchor and save. We need to use BL class, and it is for a display block, so I will add BL display block, and IBL will be display inline block. Perfect. Now let's go inside the header, and we will simply add hnav, background will be FFF, and you can see the box shadow is, it has less opacity. Perfect. Let's switch it to RGBA instead, and we need to add a padding. Let's don't use any padding, or maybe, so we need to copy and paste inside the hnave thing. Save it, and let's select the button, and we will add border 0 pixels, background, or maybe let's add a padding or flex of 1, and max width will be, or maybe just don't use any width for now. Padding will be 10 pixels, or maybe let's keep 5 and 15 pixels. Perfect. And we will add background to, or maybe just use FFF, and increase the padding a bit, like 10 pixels. And for hnave we will increase to 50. Let's copy and paste inside the view kits, and height will be 50. And for the arrow thing, I will just inspect and copy its CSS to this one, and I will just add padding of 10 pixels, and let's add a margin left of 10 pixels as well. So let's copy and paste inside the arrow, and we need to add a background of F1, F1 and F1. So for background we need to change it to 0, 0, 0, and same for the view cats, and let's save. And if we can just mouse over, and here we go. Now we need to change the anchor to background CCC to just demonstrate where we are heading. Let's padding to 20 pixels and margin right to 2 pixels. Maybe we can just reduce, keep it 15. Let's copy just paste, and for the link we are using the hover thing. Perfect. Now we have our sub header ready right here, and this is it for today's video. And for next video we will add this nice banner, and we will complete the rest of our page. So before leaving, if you have not subscribed to Watch Me Code YouTube channel, then please subscribe. And if you have not liked the Watch Me Code Facebook page, then please like it and share, of course. Have a nice day. Take care. Bye bye.